Okay. Okay, testing. Okay, testing. Shit works. Plays crazy. Shit works. Plays crazy. I mean, is it really that bad? I mean, is it really that bad? Okay, it's like 15 seconds. Hold up. Okay, it's like 15 seconds. Hold up. Gotta figure this out. 1 second. Gotta figure this out. 1 second. Okay. Oh, I think I'm just gonna fine with it. Okay, can you guys hear me? Just gonna fine with it. I think it's fine. Okay, can you guys hear me? I think it's fine. See. See. Show. Show. Go. Go. It's showing. Yo, can you guys hear me? It's showing. Yo, can you guys hear me? Anyone in chat? Anyone in chat? It's like a 15-20 second delay, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. It's like a 15-20 second delay, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. Okay, so good. Thinks everything's good. Everything looks good. Okay, so good. Thinks everything's good. Everything looks good. Okay. Let me do the test. Okay, that's what chat is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's been a while. It's been like 4 years since I last streamed. Lots happened in life, but we're doing a stream to mainly as a passion project, help me with miniature painting, which I'm gonna pursue. I'm currently trying to paint salamanders. I'm pretty new to Warhammer. This is my currently most completed model. See that like on the front here. So I'm actually gonna bring this up here so I can like see it in real time. Yeah, you got like here, you got the gold, you got the highlights. Some parts missing. Need a thin more paint somewhere. We got the gun, lacking the barrel finish. Lacking some finish too. Some lines I need to do up. Some more highlights. Here's the backpacks. Just some splotch there I need to fix up. I want to try to do the backpack differently. I want to add like metal on the ridges here and here instead of like doing this highlight. It's a work in progress. More of the pack. Here's the legs. You can see I do like the inner highlights here. There's the crack grenade he's holding. One of my favorite parts about this model is pretty hard to see. It's this strap here. I'm gonna remove the backpack. You can see that like it's very hard to see, but it looks like it's indented because of the different colors are brown. I really like that. So it's a lot of process. I've never yet to finish a full model, but today we're gonna be working on a new model. Be working on this primed, full black. Just gonna make sure there's no dust so I don't mess up not like any issues. A little bit of like thread. So it doesn't cause like any bumps or tears. Okay. You can see that I messed up a little bit on the spray paint on the back of the head. Most noticeable on the inner side of the pack, but no one's gonna notice that. It's me. Okay, so we have the model. First step we're going to use, I should identify the paints we're going to be using. The base is Warhammer Prince Fanatic, green skin acrylic by the Army Painter. Huge fan of this. I think it looks great. And for the highlights used in this model, I'll be using Citadel Color, a layer moot green. I'm trying to move this over. Okay. I've got the stream setups going now. Okay, so I'm going to remove the backpack just because it's easier. The backpack is like something it does later. First thing we're going to do is I got my wet palette here with the war paints. We got to shake this up. You can hear the balls in there. Oh, the camera quality is really good. Yeah, it's my phone. It's that's why I spent so long trying to figure it out on my phone. Okay, so I think it's thoroughly shaken up now. Not gonna place a video on stream just yet. So it's been shaken up. So we're gonna and we're gonna pour it out. I'm gonna mute my own stream because I think it might be echoing. Gotta be careful. I don't want to put too much. Is enough. So I grab one of my brushes. I was gonna originally start using my smaller brushes, but since I didn't think about painting full model today. I think we're gonna use a medium brush. So this is the brush we'll be using. It's a starter kit from Vallejo Precision Synthetic One. Here is the brush size, as opposed to the precision one I use from Army Painter. You can see the difference in size. This is synthetic, not the highest quality. I'm into some more soon. Some higher quality ones. Make sure I leave the caps in a place I'm not going to lose them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, this is a water palette, right? So it's meant to keep the paint around a lot longer. But the issue is with paints, with miniatures, you need to dilute it, right? Or else it's going to cover shit and stuff. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to paint the entire model green, everything green. But we want to do at least 2 or 3 thin coats of paint. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take the brush. Okay. I'm going to dip it in my water container here, so that you can see the brush has like water on it. Not sure if you can. Oh, there you go. Droplet. And I'm going to mix it in. Droplet of water. Mix it around. All the paint. See the green is changing slightly color because obviously it's being diluted, right? Now it's really hard to find the right consistency of paint. It's a skill I'm still learning myself. But yeah, so you can see like brush. Obviously, I need to get all this paint off the brush because it's mixed with the not so diluted paint. Pour that into my water container. What's it called? I think it's water container. Something like that. Okay. Got my clean brush. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run a little test, right? I'm gonna grab a little bit of paint here. I'm gonna run it on a towel really quick. I think I'm gonna give this a go. Just a little bit. Test it on the model. So I'm gonna move this paint water palette to the side. Actually, I'll move it like in front of me. It's easier. We're gonna get started. I think for the first thing we're gonna do is probably gonna test on the shin guard because it has like least amount of detail that could be obstructed. You can see here so far, you can see the black is shining through, which is exactly what we want, because now the paint is largely water, which means that the very thin coat is exactly what we want, so it doesn't cover any of the details, right? Most of it will evaporate, and it'll make that as another layer. So we're going to go over this entire model twice, or maybe 3 times, depending on how thin I want it to get the right color. That's all part of Warhammer. It's a long process, especially because I'm a very tedious person. Gotta remember to check in to see that the camera's showing everything I wanted to. Normally I try to leave some black crevices. I think this time I'm just gonna go full green and see what happens. The shades. Important to know, it is important not to paint over a drying area because the paint can kind of get like fucked up and can cause cracks in the paint, which is not the best, right? You want a clean like area. Stays consistent. Like right there, I probably shouldn't have painted over the area that was drying. See, still right in the process of drying, so nothing too bad will happen. I think right here I might have put a little bit too much on my brush, but right. Maybe I'll try to. Now we're gonna move on the back side around. Make sure not to get too much on my brush. I feel like the side points of the boots with like these balls, they're kind of hard to dry, which I think is because of the shape, right? The paint runs differently on a circular surface rather than a flat one. These guys are salamanders. They're from the Primarch Vulcan. Their whole thing's about they're being like forged. They're forge guys. They come from the planet Nocturne, which is known basically like Mustafar from Star Wars. It's full of volcanoes. There's fucking like lava dragons basically. Um and there's basically no sun, and so all of their skin is charcoal black. They're craftsmen, and they're like kind of known for being like the nicest space marines that care about civilian lives. They don't just fucking like leave civilians to die. Which in like Warhammer, they're still fucking horrible. They commit atrocities, genocides, and shit like that. But hey, it's for fucking Warhammer, so you know, it is what it is. I think they're cool because I like color green. I've always been a fan in like games of like artisans and craftsmen. You know, being like a master blacksmith or carpentry guy. I think it's always cool, right? To be like this guy that like you're very creative in your works. So, progressing. Here is the legs so far as they're drying. This one, the front, is the most dry. Now we should be careful to realize, like, am I removing much detail? I don't know. We'll see. You know, I'm still learning. This is a whole learning experience. I think right now I want to, water my brush. Make sure the paint doesn't dry too much on the brush and juice, right? I want to keep that good. Now moving on. Maybe take a little paint off. I was gonna put on my podcast I listen to, the Yard, but I'm having a nice time just talking. So nothing already is playing. I kind of like normally do this when I'm like gaming and stuff like that. Normally just chat to myself. In stream. Okay. I got it. Doing the upper leg right now, covering this side panel. So Space Marine armor is made out of ceramite. I think it's called ceramite. And it is an extremely durable material. It can take literal tank cannon shells, I believe. Lasers, fucking literally almost everything. They're not impervious, right? There's fucking like a massive giant cannon or an atomizer death ray beam will take it out, obviously. It's like destroying it at a molecular level. I can't speak today. Um, but it is one of the most toughest materials known to man in the 40K universe. That's why Space Marines, who are is the Emperor's Angels, they get it. They get the ceramite. Going over the shin guard here now. That. Are you still here, by the way? Going. Now we're getting to the more trickier spots, right? That are on the insides. Harder to do. Move my light closer. Oh, sorry. The gun was blocking the view. Trying to get into all the nooks and crannies here, right? As much as we can. Just focusing on my hands. Oh, I don't want that to happen. I don't think so. I think it's pretty fine. Okay, gotcha. I got the message. Is it focusing? Well, I don't know. Yeah. Move on to what do we move on to? Okay. Um, I'm looking at the inner plating here, and it looks like it has been a little bit filled. This side looks a bit better. So I may want to water this down a little bit. Let me try that. Try the watering it down, but I don't want to water too much, right? Because then that's kind of bad. That's too watery at that point, right? Don't want watery. Get everywhere and get nooks and crannies that we don't want to. Want equal distribution. Okay, let's try this out. Right on the back chest plate here. See now that it's a much more uh, runny texture, which is actually really nice for applying it in broad areas. Wonder if I should make a Instagram post ever on my Instagram about this. Most people I know IRL, but I don't really think people I know IRL would do this type of stuff. It'd be interesting though. Just seeing a guy you know, just talking, eating. Kind of a difficult part, inner side here. Fog up the details, right? That's really important not to do. It's how detailed these models are and how small they are. We are going to paint the Aquila green. Get that base on. We're painting the underside here, which is also part of ceramides, but these are bags, right? Next to it, we don't want to paint the bags. Paint the underside. See that the paint is slowly spreading on here. Kind of looks like a Nickelodeon blob. We're gonna paint the testicular area here. Yeah, cod piece, so to speak. Gonna slowly paint over one of the areas I've already painted. Okay, so current model. It's hard to see with the black, right? All like blends. But we're gonna work on this current leg. Gonna start methodical with same starting area. Sure we have paint applied. Brush. Apply it. Areas. Work on the testicle. Yeah. Shh. Here. We're gonna move on to the side. Ball. Oh, sorry. I was out of frame. Back of the foot. Everything's still good. I think everything's still good. On to the lower side here. Call the Achilles foot. Yeah. Achilles myth is kind of weird, you know? That the reason why it's called the Achilles heel is because Achilles in the fucking Trojan War. It's like mother bathed him in the river Styx, which is a fucking river in the underworld. And she held him by his heel. So it was the only part of him that didn't become impervious to harm. So they call it the Achilles heel. But I wonder where that myth comes from, no? Why specifically the heel? Made it into myth and legend. Question to think about. We'll look it up one day. I feel like the even this is still a little bit thick, so I feel like I'm messing up a little. But you know, this is a learning process. Haven't fully ever completed a full model yet. That time to learn. Still mostly fun. We're gonna do this here. You know, life is about learning, right? You make mistakes, you learn from them. You know, as Bob Ross like would say, like happy little accidents, right? Might come out better. I think now we're gonna move on to the upper leg on this side that we haven't gotten to round. You imagine how much model, work goes into model because we're only almost 30 minutes in and barely finished the first coat. And we slightly worked on the second coat for some parts. It's not, and obviously this is the easiest, most fast task, right? Simple, don't gotta worry about where I'm placing paint, cover the whole thing. While as compared to highlights, I need to be hyper careful to get them how I want, all as I want, where I want them. So here's this so far. Oh, after this paint, I should probably wash my brush. Kind of hard to see. I need better lighting. But we're gonna have to deal with this for now until I buy some better lighting. Okay. Check. Maybe we'll play yard. See if it works.
You don't think the kids should be in the audience? You want the
Done.
kids to say dang and not damp. Yeah, we don't want them swearing.
It's kind of loud for me.
Say dang across America.
Turn it down personal volume.
All the hands across America say dang at our cool trick shots
Because they can't curse.
in a van.
It's a conservative show.
Eh. I'm gonna continue how I have nothing. Let's see. Gotta get my whole setup back up here. Oh yes, wash my brush. I'd actually press it with paper towel. Just to make sure I get everything out. Okay, cool. Okay. What's next on the agenda? You? Water my brush a bit. Grab some paint on the side here. Okay, what do I gotta think about what I want to do next. I think let's work on the arm. See, the paint is acting in a very different way now. It's starting to like, when I paint it, it starts to clump together. Which is a sign that it's quite watery. Maybe a little bit too much so. Then it clumps together, right? That's not really ideal. We're rolling with it. We'll see what happens. Good test. You see, yeah, like right here, it's clumping out in the middle area, right? It's currently pooling in this little hole gap, which I don't want it to. Don't really want paint to pool together. Bit blow on it a bit. Yeah, okay. This is definitely too runny. Okay, go on the side. Maybe let me get some paint on the middle. You always make sure to dab it up on the brush. Let's see the other arm. Okay, there we go. This is better paint consistency. It's because I grabbed it from the edge, which the seam the water was pooling away. Not ideal, so I'll make sure to not grab it from the closest edge to me. Yeah, so that's studying for exams tomorrow. Well, my last exam. A lot of time. Last ends on a 5:45 exam, so I have like 2.5 days to study. Most of my exams only had like a day or a day and a half. So I think we'll be fine. Fun. Always do fine. After that, yeah, I want to really progress more in painting. Previously wanted to like have an army done by September. That didn't work out. But sidetracked. I hope through this I keep myself accountable. I want to do this a lot more consistently during winter. Hopefully build up an audience other than just my close friend in the audience, right? Person. Just fine. It's been 4 years. I don't consider my 81 followers to ever show up again, except that one time I checked my followers and one of them was alive. That was interesting. But yeah, okay, so we're gonna go in here. In fist right now. actually what we want right now. Leaving this space open because it is supposed to be like flexible part of the armor that's like meant to be black. It's this inner spot right here. So we're gonna dab that. Okay. Now I think we're gonna do. Let's work on the other leg. I haven't worked on that yet. Paint. Need my brush. See here. Alright. Okay. Let's get back to it. Brush adequately. Adequately is the word. Oh no, I forgot to bring my. No, let me disable the bottom right. I don't need to see that. Keep this full screen here. I. Okay. Let's get back to it. Back on the grind. I don't know how long I'll keep doing this for. So see. I eventually want to stream some other things, gaming, League of Legends maybe. Oh yes, we're doing the foot. Okay, let's do the now. It's a lot of paint. Oh, that might be too much paint. It's fine. It's fine. Chill. We're chilling. Back of the leg. Get on this. Oh, sorry, it was off screen. It's weird that I can't check my phone because I'm using the phone as the camera. You know, time it's sort of been like, oh, I gotta check my phone. Then I can't. Weird. Get used to that. Best form of I have though. Sorry. Off screen. Let's work on the little. Back of the not the pauldron. Pauldron's the shoulder. What am I saying? Back of the chest plate. Get all up in there. I might have just messed up a very small detail. You'll never see this little little things, the little three things there, but we'll see. See how it dries. The gun's a lot in the way, right? You're gonna have to do some weird angles for the chest, but we'll get to that hill when we cross it, you know? That hurdle. Who do you think invented the turtle and the hare analogy? I think the message of like going slow and steady is consistent, it's more reliable, it's pretty right, I would say. It's a very interesting analogy though. Also, like, hare is a very antiquated term, even though it is obviously it represents an animal, right? A wild rabbit, specific type, I believe. But I feel like no one uses the word hare anymore. Maybe if you're a hunter or stuff. I mean, it's just rabbit. We've come to, know domesticated rabbits. I don't know. Think about random things a lot. Let's work on the little pad here. Give me 1 minute. I gotta check something. Second. Okay. I don't want more viewers. I forgot what it's like to stream to like not many people. You weren't here listening. A little bit like sucky, but like, wait, I just got a new follower. Was it 81 watching? Oh shit, OPME 868. Thank you for the follow. Didn't know there was more people watching, or is this you? You know, who you are. Unless it's someone else, which would be surprising. Account created 1 hour ago. This is like a bot? I don't think it's a bot. Are you a bot? Okay. Okay, so getting back on this. What did we just do? I think we did the little pad, right? That's what we're. But yeah, thank you for the follow. Okay. We're working on the arm a little bit. Let's get more of that done. This is a bit of the that was the shit, I used a bit of the watery paint. I want to use that. Let's work on the little bit of the inner arm here. For the best see. Oh, that's way off screen. Right around here is what we're doing. Right. We're gonna move on to another section. On butt panel here. This done. Side the bottom. They have very flat bottoms, as you can see. the lighting for like me physically is way better than what I think it appears on stream. Right? This is super clear, but I just don't think the camera comes off just from the angles and stuff. Or it's just lighting, how it works, makes in the camera. It is what it is. Yeah, you can see here the little three lines. Hard to see. No, actually, they don't look that bad. You know, now I think about it. Oh, like the model still isn't really lost. Kind of a positive. We're going to finish up some of the panels here. A little bit too much paint. Some areas that you can see some black poking through. Want to cover that because we want a solid color, you know, all around, right? Coloring that in. Up this extra paint. Brown. There's like some poking out here. Cover. My audio is still a-okay, right? At least I think so. Hopefully. Oh shit! Wait, we got more viewers. There's more people watching. Not really looking that much. But okay, so we just worked on the finished covering up this leg of this second coat of this Space Marine. Now it looks pretty consistent, I would say overall. Maybe make sure I don't have too much paint on my brush. Maybe a little bit right here. Yeah. The bottom of this circle panel here. Let's move around. See, there's definitely some black there showing. Some here too. Gonna want to cover those up as lightly as possible. This would be roughly a third coat by now. We're gonna cover up here too, in front of the leg. Is the chat in like followers only or anything? Did I like mess something up? Hopefully I didn't. It's just been a very long time since I streamed. Can't remember if I did. Uh, Hopefully it didn't. I don't know. No one has chatted yet, so certain. Think so? Let me check my stream manager. Oh. Think so. But let's continue. Yes, working. Everything's working fine. Okay, everything's working fine. So let's keep going. Yeah. Oh, whoops. What's the screen? Okay. So I'm not sure how many people are watching, but here is my most completed model to date. Here, Space Marine. Lots of effort to improve upon. Lots of things this model needs to finish. See, I'm gonna try doing something different for the backpack. Not happy with it. Gold, I kind of like. Need to clean up a little bit. I like the inner plating of it. The highlights are tedious, but I'm very proud of them. I don't know what to do with the belt. I want to do something different with the belt. The barrel, I'm trying to learn how to do a horn effect. Also, I just realized the little canister at the very front of this belt. I never painted that. I missed it. I didn't know I could. No, I thought I painted everything. Really not. I mean, except for the barrel, right? I mean, that's how detailed these models are. It's really easy to miss things. Okay, let's get cracking back at this. What do we want to work on? There's a little bit of black showing here. Probably going to work on this upper leg. So do the interior of like the leg extension thing. I don't know, just like the extra protection that like goes above the leg to like stop blows from going in. I do the here. A little bit inside of the thigh action. I think the quality is pretty good. At least I hope so. I think my monitor is just not the best, so it might be lacking color quality. That's you guys are seeing is really good. So I don't know. Okay. I already did the back of this twice. Now, I'm not sure it's hard to see, but there's a little bit of gaps here, right, of black that are like showing right here. The one thing I want to try to cover those up with a third coat, right? The rule of thumb for mini painting is you want to do at least two thin coats, right? You want to make sure you don't clog up those details. So those details are super important, right? Because you eventually want to do more and more colors on them. The more you add, the more paint layers that are supposed to cover these really tiny details that you just don't want, right? Okay. One viewer. Let's just got 5 messages. All right, we back. Get this thing rolling. Sure if I'll get the highlights today. It's sort of a bit late. Oh, really nothing keeping this. Is very calming. Chill. I should put on music, but I don't really have a good music playlist. Anyone has any music recommendations or playlists they like? Send it to me. I'd more than happily love to take a look and probably incorporate them. Now, something I didn't do yet is I wanted to paint the sides of the attacher here, of where it attaches to the backpack. Right, I want to get that done. I didn't check if I missed any layers. No, we're good. Let's keep this going. Do this side of this. I don't really care about doing this back gray piece because it's fully going to be covered with the backpack, right? So we don't care about that. Going. We'll do the top here. Print. Actually, put myself in better grip for this. There's just a sense of scale. Like you can see how massive my hand is, right? Compared to this, like this is like literally like less than thumb size. Use the damage hand. Uh, like these things are small, right? It took me a lot of skill, like even though I haven't finished a model yet. It's a lot of practice and a lot of skill to be able to do this, especially when I get to highlights. Highlights, holy, that's a lot of freehanding. Getting right lines, very tedious, but I like them. Right? The goal is to have fun with these, even though like it's so many more models to finish to be able to play the game, having fun with taking my time, right? Ensuring the quality that I want to ensure for doing this. This is really watery. I don't want it to be this watery. Am I reaching the limit? I think I'm reaching the limit of this paint. I might have to put some more in. No, this quality is fine. I'm gonna do work on this arm here now. Make sure I dab it on the towel on the inside. This is weird that I don't have anything playing, but I don't know. I kind of like working in sound sometimes. I'm just having a chill time. But I think it's really important that I do eventually put things. We're gonna work on this leg because I'm noticing there's a lot of black showing. But obviously we don't want. Right? We want to cover this up. So one solid color. Thinking of getting a little like PNG avatar on the corner, right? That obviously shows like, oh, I'm here, I'm doing something. Look at me, right? I was gonna have a podcast to listen to in the bottom right. I'm gonna run to enabling it. Mainly because I would just find it distracting. I think. I also usually listen to podcasts when I'm not walking, and I'm already like almost through the entire thing. Though it has Patreon episodes of extra like almost hour-long segments. I think I'll eventually do that, but I want to kind of like go through all the free stuff first. Almost in every episode, there's some episodes I don't care to listen to because they, I don't know, either I don't care for the guests or one of the main guys I'd like to listen to is not on there, right? Maybe they're just not interesting that episode. I mean, that's super rare when they're not interesting. It's mainly just the guest thing or one of the members are not there. Sometimes I just want to listen to one of the funny guys, you know? So there's that. Check something. I should probably be washing my brush now. But yep. See the okay. Keep this going. Where is the let's see. Okay. Everything okay, audio still working? Still been along. Okay. I don't know how much longer I want to work on this. It's been an hour. I don't want to do some other stuff. But I think we're at least going to get the full base coat done. So I'm going to push myself to do that. You can see there's a lot of the underpainted here. Not good. So we're going to work on covering all of those. The underside. Get all of that going. Do it, tack it from this side to get all of that. Okay. Here. A little bit. I feel like the arms and like the wrists and so there's a lot of intricate grooves, right? It's one of the harder parts to do. Hard to get a consistent thin job. I would like. The Wee Ball. So that got the indomitable human spirit. You know, I really like those memes, like Hope Course type shit. There's so much like fucking sadness and awfulness in the world. But I like having hope, right? Because what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna be a fucking doomer. I'm not gonna be like, the world's ending. There's nothing we can do. Everything is hopeless, right? The fucking defeatist attitude, man. That's defeatist. There's beauty and life and everything. That's why. Never give up, chat. Never give up. There's always more life, more to live, more to experience, more to love, learn. That's my 2 cents on it. And I'm gonna kind of like just speak into the void right now because I don't think there's any viewers. Even so, self important. Look at this. I never did the back foot here, huh? With these models, are so easy to miss things. Genuinely, I was really surprised I just missed the the grain on my mostly completed model. So you never know with stuff like that. So you gotta always keep a keen eye. Even if you're looking at a model for 10, 12 hours, you can still miss stuff. Just like, that's kind of cool, you know? It just goes to show how detailed these models are. It's a fucking cool hobby, man. Happy to engage in this, and I feel lucky and in a sense privileged because these are also kind of expensive. Sure, I've saved up. Bought them as like gifts or whatever. But I think it's also really important to be understanding, privilege, knowledgeable of, like the privileged position that I think most people are in, right? With like watching Twitch, stuff like that. See here. Yeah. Nope, nothing new on Twitch. Check my audio. Nope, nothing new on Twitch. Check my audio. Okay. I think it's gonna replay the audio, but it's fine. We're chill. Get this going. So I have like my own, like the process that I'm like recording for like the camera on top of the chat screen and stuff like that. So I can like see in real time what I'm showing the camera rather than through the delay, which is really damn helpful, right? Because I'm showing what I'm seeing live and then it'll appear on the stream later at the same time I'm talking. Really useful for that. Do the lower back here. Clean this up. Splotch. Rid of. On. Okay, so we've not gotten to the head yet, which is a little bit of a daunting task, right? It's like the most important detailed part, other than maybe the chest. I mean, chest isn't that detailed, but it's really, really important. I want to get that right, right? I have some weird manners of speech sometimes. I think that's what makes us unique, you know? We all have our own different patterns of speech and how we talk. I think that's kind of cool. Also shows that, like, I don't know, when I'm writing shit, I'm not using AI. You can look at all the fucking, I swear a lot. Use it to look at all the papers I've ever wrote. You can track that I've written a lot of like similar phrases I use. Ultimately, it's one of my keywords. Excellent. Do a little bit of the inner arm here. That targets of improving, right? The arm. This arm has caused us a lot of issues. Cooling. See, we can. It looks like it's resolved. With the water evaporating on the wet palette, it still evaporates, right? It's not infinite. Magic cure-all for dry paint issues. Just really helps. It delays it massively. Do the inner. Oh shit! Sorry. The inner side of the neck armor. I should probably be streaming for like longer, but I don't know. Don't worry. Maybe I'll do the helmet tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. We'll see. I'm gonna be probably busy. Again soon though, or when winter break starts. I shouldn't have painted that because the paint's drying there. I didn't kind of forgot about that for a sec. Gonna run out of paint. Oh, whoa! I accidentally put it off the stand. I want to get more of this chest plate done. It's time to draw, and I keep wanting to just, you know, that's wet. Get this like small black part I'm noticing. Right, here we go. Got it. I think most of the leggings, the feet, except like this back part that I forgot about earlier, it's largely done. So hooray, positive progress, right? I mean, see the progress we made today from a sleek black primed model. Uh, it's, based on. Should it be methodical, right? Take it slow and easy. We're doing. Yeah, I want to play a hold on today. Some more. Playing Mordekaiser top. Kind of just Void also in League of Legends. Ah, League of Legends are. Check something really quick. Okay. Aquila, the inner side. The inner side again. We're gonna work on this. We can see. Hard to see, but we'll work on the underside there. Finishing up the under the arm. Getting pretty close to full base model. Working on the Let's work on the Aquila. I'm a little nervous to get to the head though. Want to be careful. Like I'm running out of paint. I want to clog up the details, you know. The width here on the back, I did a pretty good job. I don't think like it really clogged up the details, except maybe this little thing here a little bit. Fortunately, some black showing. Rid of that. The foot here. Yeah, running out of paint. Maybe I should put some more, but I'm not sure how much. You switch up paints to the highlights. little bit of black showing. I think it chipped a little. Thanks. Welcome new viewer. Someone's watching. I don't check the often. It's a little bit of black showing at the front, but it's like super unnoticeable, but I kind of want to cover it just in case. Self-mind, peace of mind. The bottom of the foot. Bit of that. I feel like these like grooves of the feet here are really hard to like paint pretty consistently because of their weird shapes. Right? There's that. Back here. Backside. When you do the underside here, you see that there's missing, not full green, lavender green. The orc skin, right? But I think it's the best. Like green is for salamanders really hard to find a good one. But I find like these are the best. Orc skin green from Army Painter. Swan. Really like it. It's a huge amount of paint. This will last me a long time. But try painting a little bit more with the Aquila. I think about it here in a second. Yeah. Guess we're gonna end it for the day. Only an hour 13 session, but progress nonetheless. Doing all. Is the whoa no oh shit that's fine. There might be a fingerprint on it, but it's fine. Model we did. We're going out of time. But whoever watched, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. See you around. Bye bye.